Stop everything if you're working past 55 in Canada, and listen. What I'm about to tell you could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to your retirement, and your bank, your employer, and the government are quietly hoping you never find out. This isn't fear-mongering, it's reality. Most people your age are making the same costly mistakes. Not because they aren't working hard, but because nobody sat them down and explained how the Canadian retirement system actually works. Today that changes. Let's begin with a number that should wake you up. The average Canadian retires with less than $200,000 in savings. At a safe withdrawal rate of 4%, that generates roughly $8,000 a year. That's not retirement, that's survival. For many, it means having to work until their body says no. But here's the good news. Canada's retirement system has tools built into it that can completely change that outcome if you understand how to use them. Most people have no idea they exist, so this is a practical, no-nonsense how-to guide for anyone over 55 who wants to stop leaving money on the table. First, understand that retirement isn't a single decision. It's a sequence of choices. When you take your government benefits, how you withdraw from registered accounts, how you manage income to avoid clawbacks, and how you use tax-free vehicles. Each choice impacts the rest and can multiply or erode your lifetime income. I'll walk you through 8 critical moves, explain why each matters, and show the simple way to make them work together. 1. The CPP decision that can add 42% to your income forever. Most Canadians take Canada Pension Plan CPP at 65 or even earlier at 60, and many never realize the lifetime cost of that choice. CPP is not a flat benefit. It's actuarially adjusted depending on when you start. If you delay CPP past 65, your monthly benefit increases by 8.4% each year, up to age 70. That's 42% more at age 70 than at 65, for life. On a $1,000 payment, that's an extra $420 every month. Over 20 years, that's more than $100,000 in additional income from a single decision. On the flip side, taking CPP at 60 reduces your payment by 36% permanently. That reduction doesn't come back. People who take it early often never recover. So how do you decide? Estimate your life expectancy realistically. If you're in good health and come from a family with long lifespans, delaying to 70 often makes sense. Consider your work situation and income needs. If you need income right away and have no other sources, early CPP might be necessary. But if you can bridge the gap with savings or part-time work, delaying is a no-brainer. Run the numbers with conservative assumptions. Think about taxes, inflation, and how CPP interacts with other income sources like OAS and your registered accounts. This single choice should be treated as strategic, not automatic. Don't just follow the herd. 2. The OAS clawback trap that quietly eats your benefit. Old age security, OAS, feels like a simple $700-ish a month check. Most people assume it's theirs for life, but if your retirement income exceeds about $90,000 a year, Ottawa starts clawing back OAS at a rate of 15 cents for every dollar above the threshold. By the time your income hits roughly $150,000 a year, your full OAS is gone. Every cent. This clawback is invisible until you hit it. It can wipe out thousands of dollars a year for people who thought they'd done everything right. Many retirees see their OAS reduced or eliminated because forced RIF withdrawals, pension income, or other taxable income pushes them over that line. So what's the fix? 2 practical moves. Use strategic RRSP RF withdrawals before 65. Drawing down RRSPs between 60 and 71 spreads tax hits over more years and reduces the risk of large forced withdrawals later. Split income with your spouse where possible. Income splitting techniques can lower your household's combined taxable income and keep you under the clawback threshold. These aren't complicated tax tricks. They're basic planning steps that require timing and discipline. Do them wrong, and you'll lose thousands. Do them right, and you're keeping money in your pocket that the government would otherwise take back. 3. The RRSP deadline most people miss and how to use it to your advantage. If you have an RRSP by the end of the year you turn 71, you must convert it to a registered retirement income fund IF or buy an annuity. After that, the government forces you to withdraw a minimum amount each year, and those withdrawals are fully taxable. If your RRSP is large, these forced withdrawals can push you into a higher tax bracket and trigger the OAS clawback at the worst possible time. Enter the RRSP Meltdown strategy. Instead of letting a big balance explode into taxable income after 71, intentionally draw down your RRSP between ages 60 and 71. The goal is to spread withdrawals over more years at lower marginal tax rates. A steady planned withdrawal reduces future forced minimums and protects OAS and GIS eligibility. A few practical rules. Start calculating required RRF minimums at least 5 years before 71 so you can plan withdrawals. Use lower income years to accelerate withdrawals. If you plan to stop working at 62, use those transition years to convert income into taxable cash at lower rates. Consider partial conversions to annuities if you want guaranteed income without large RIF minimums. The RRSP Meltdown is not glamorous, but it's effective. It prevents tax spikes, protects benefits, and smooths retirement cash flow. 4. The $13,000 government secret many seniors never claim, GIS. If your retirement income is low, the Guaranteed Income Supplement, GS, could pay you up to around $1,100 a month tax-free on top of OAS. That's over $13,000 a year, tax-free. Even better, GIS payments don't count as taxable income for the purposes of OAS clawbacks. It's literally free money for people who qualify. The tragedy is that thousands of eligible Canadians never claim it. Sometimes they're embarrassed, sometimes they simply don't know. Service Canada won't always tell you automatically if you're eligible. So do this today. Check your eligibility and apply. There's no harm in being assessed, and no reason to leave money on the table. 5. Pension income splitting that saves couples thousands. If you're married or in a common law relationship, you can split eligible pension income and CPP between spouses to lower your combined tax bill. The mechanics are simple. Up to 50% of eligible pension income can be allocated to the lower income spouse. This reduces taxable income on the higher income spouse and can significantly decrease household taxes each year. Pension splitting is especially powerful when one spouse has large RIF withdrawals or a defined benefit pension. It's a straightforward move that requires paperwork, but delivers reliable tax savings. 6. Never retire with debt. Ever. This might sound obvious, but it's shocking how many people carry high-interest debt into retirement. Mortgages, car loans, credit card balances at 19% interest. Fixed retirement incomes are fragile. High-interest debt is the fastest way to destroy everything you worked for. Make a plan. Prioritize paying off all high-interest debt before your first retirement check. If that means delaying full retirement by a year to clear a mortgage, it's often worth it. The difference between retiring debt-free and retiring with a mortgage can be tens of thousands of dollars in saved interest and stress. 7. Use the TFSA. It's more powerful than most people realize. Tax-free savings accounts, TFSAs, are perhaps the most underused tool in Canadian retirement planning. Every dollar in a TFSA grows tax-free. Withdrawals are tax-free, don't count as income, and don't trigger OAS clawbacks or affect GIS. They're invisible to the CRA in retirement. By 2026, many people will have up to $102,000 in TFSA room available, depending on prior contributions. If you're 55 or older, maximizing your TFSA should be a priority. Use it to build an emergency fund that won't affect benefits. Hold investments that produce high taxable income outside registered accounts. Smooth withdrawals in high-income years to avoid pushing yourself into higher tax brackets or OAS clawbacks. The TFSA gives you flexibility, tax sheltering, and peace of mind. If you're not using it to the max, you're leaving one of the most powerful retirement tools on the table. 8. Calculate your exact number today. Most Canadians working past 55 haven't sat down to calculate exactly how much they need to retire. They guess, they hope, they assume. Hope is not a retirement strategy. You need a realistic number. How much you'll spend, what your housing costs will be, your healthcare expectations, travel plans, and the legacy you want to leave. Once you know the number, you can identify the gap and take concrete action. Use a reliable retirement calculator built for Canadians to estimate the gap. Input your savings, expected CPP, OAS, TFSA balances, pensions, and monthly expenses. Run different scenarios, retiring at 62, 65, or 70, drawing CPP early or delaying, and different market returns. This will give you a clear, realistic path forward. If you don't have a financial advisor you trust, find a fee-only planner who charges hourly or flat fees rather than commissions. You want someone who's incentivized to help you maximize your lifetime income, not sell you products. A few tactical tips that tie these pieces together. Start with the end in mind. Work backwards from the lifestyle you want and design income streams to match. Sequence withdrawals smartly. Use non-registered, then TFSA, then RRSP in ways that optimize taxes and benefits. Consider partial work or contract roles to bridge the income gap until you can claim CPP at your chosen age. Keep an emergency fund outside registered accounts so you don't erode long-term investments during a market downturn. Revisit your plan annually. Tax rules change, markets move, and your health or family situation can change. A yearly check-in keeps your plan realistic. Real-life examples to make this concrete. Meet Ann and David, both 62. Ann can delay CPP to 70 and expects a longer lifespan. David has a small defined benefit pension but a large RRSP. Together, they plan to withdraw aggressively from the RRSP between 62 and 71, allowing Ann to delay CPP to 70. They split pension income to lower taxes and use their TFSAs for tax-free withdrawals. The result? A higher combined lifetime income and protection of OAS. Or picture John, 60, with $250,000 in RRSPs, a mortgage, and a small TFSA. He's tempted to take CPP at 60. Instead, he pays off the mortgage, funnels extra savings into the TFSA, delays CPP to 67, and uses a planned RRSP drawdown to avoid OAS clawbacks. His total lifetime income rises and his stress falls. Common mistakes I see and how to avoid them. Taking CPP automatically at 65 because that's what grandma did. Don't. Assess your health, savings, and the trade-offs. Letting RRSPs ride until 71 without planning withdrawals. That forced roofie minimum can blow up your taxes. Ignoring TFSA room. Use it aggressively for tax-free growth and flexibility. Carrying consumer debt into retirement. Pay it off first. Overlooking GIS eligibility because you assume you won't qualify. Apply and let Service Canada decide. A short checklist you can use this week. Run a retirement numbers scenario. Check all your accounts and project income. Check CPP projections for age 60, 65, and 70. Plug them into your plan. Estimate REF minimums at 71 and see if pre-71 withdrawals help. Maximize TFSA contributions if you can. Apply for GIS if your income is low. Pay off high-interest debt. Talk to a fee-only financial planner to verify your plan. Final honest message, you still have time, but the window is closing. Every year you delay optimizing CPP, planning RRSP drawdowns, increasing TFSA contributions, and paying off debt is another year of retirement security you can't get back. The system was designed to be complicated. Banks, employers, and the financial industry benefit when you don't understand the rules. That's why you rarely hear about these strategies in simple terms. Now you know the rules. What you do next matters. Take action. Run your numbers, make a plan, and be deliberate about the sequence of choices. If you're over 55, one small strategic shift can compound into tens of thousands of dollars over your retirement. That's not hypothetical. That's real money. Before we finish, 3 final reminders that most people miss. Your life expectancy matters. If you expect to live into your 80s or 90s, delaying CPP is very powerful. Taxes and benefits interact in ways that can be painful. Sequence withdrawals to avoid spikes. Use TFSA space like it's the secret weapon it is. Tax-free growth and withdrawals are a rare privilege in retirement planning. If you want a practical tool to get started, go online and enter realistic numbers. Your savings, expected CPP and OAS, TFSA balances, pensions, and monthly expenses. See the gap and the levers you can pull. Delay CPP, change withdrawals, split income, or boost TFSA. It takes a bit of time, but it's worth it. You built this life with hard work. Don't let complexity and procrastination erode your retirement. Take control, be strategic, protect your income. If you do this right, you can retire with dignity, freedom, and more money than you thought possible. Build wealth. Live free.